and then I am left with 85,000. Yes, 85,000. Okay, now I can pay this 85,000, total 85,000 to equity shares as dividend, or I can hold some amount in this. This is nothing but retained earnings. Understood? These are the permanent owners of the company. Permanent. These are also owners, but okay, but for comparatively shorter term. Okay, say for example, here you can tell 10 years. I have issued preference shares for 10 years. What does that mean? I have to pay 1 lakh each at the end of every year, apart from paying dividend daily, apart from paying dividend yearly. Okay, this payment of dividend to equity shares is purely optional. It is not mandatory. Okay, suppose top management thinks it wants to pay the whole 85,000, 100% payout ratio. You call this as 100% dividend payout ratio. Okay, what is left, it is going to pay all the amount as dividend. Okay, for example, 1 lakh shares, no, you will get some 85 paisa. Yes, per share you will get some 85 paisa. Or it can think some 10 to 80 ratio. Nothing but dividend is to retained earnings. Okay, I am paying 10% dividend, I can retain 80%. Meaning क्या है, 8,500 it will pay as dividend. Rest stays in retained earnings. Following me? Okay, or it can follow 90. Okay, 20/80. This is 20/80. Sorry. Okay, then 30/70. Okay, 10/90. Whatever the ratio may be. Sir, how will the top management calculate these ratios? What is the objective? Yesterday we have discussed. Objective of financial management. Profit and wealth maximization. Okay, manager will think which person should I give so that the price is maximum. Okay, based on that. Following me. Clear till now? Any doubts? Any doubts till now? No? Can I move on to the next slide? Yes? Okay, based on maturity. What is meant by maturity? Okay, you are talking from the investor point of view. I am talking from the company point of view. Company point of view. Company has borrowed these, right? All these funds. Maturity matlab? It has to repay. Yes? Yeah, nothing but based on repayment schedule. Repayment schedule. Suppose if I have to pay within 1 year. Within 1 year. I call this as short-term finance. Short-term finance. Okay, medium term you can say, for example, more than 1 year, but your book says 3 to 10. Okay, don't ask me what is between 1 to 2. Okay, normally if you take medium term loan, it will be around, say for example, if you take public deposit, it will be minimum for 6 months. Okay, minimum for 3 years. Minimum for 3 years. Okay. Now what is this long term? More than 10 years. Okay, based on the maturity. Yes. Now what are all the different terms, different categories of long term finance? We have discussed this share capital. Yes, this equity share capital, permanent share capital. Yes. Then preference share capital, retained earnings, Do you need to pay this? No? No? Yes or no? Then you have these debentures. Normally they are issued for more than 10 years. Okay? From financial institutions. If it is more than 10 years. Financial institutions, what are the examples of financial institutions? Have you heard of this LIC? Life Insurance Corporation of India? Yes? This is an example of financial institution. Okay, they lend to the needy companies or persons, okay, sole proprietors, whatever you call, okay, and they collect interest in return. Yes? Then these financial institutions, state financial institutions, this can be in more than one state. Yes? These are limited to the particular state. Then you have these commercial banks. Commercial bank. Yes? Commercial banks matlab? You can take any private bank. HDFC, ICICI. Yes? Then venture capital funding. What is venture capital funding? What is venture capital funding? हाँ
जो एक मतलब एक जो मार्च होकर मतलब एक से एक का ऊपर मतलब कंपनी.
You're talking about joint venture. No, I'm not talking about joint venture. This is different. Okay, I'll discuss about this. Okay, I'll discuss about this asset securitization. Okay, I'll talk about this too. Okay, wait for 2 seconds. Then we have this international financing, like Euro issues foreign currency loans. Okay, suppose any organization in India wants to borrow from foreign entity. Okay, not in India. You're getting my point. Nothing but in foreign currency. Okay, all this comes under these loans. International financing. International financing. Yes. Then we have this medium term. Say for preference shares which are between 6 years. Okay, 6 years. Yes. Debentures also 6 years. Public deposits. Company can accept public deposits from the general public. Okay, in return they pay some interest. Okay. Then medium term loans. Okay, based on the term here. Same categories, right? But based on the term. Lease financing. What is this lease financing? On hire purchasing. Lease. What is lease? Lease, ma'am. Lease. Your name? You. Pallavi. What is lease? You don't know? Okay, no problem. Anyone? Yes, taking on rent. Nothing but. Okay, taking on rent. Movable property, if you take on rent, it is called lease. Okay, immovable property, you call it as rent. Okay, lease. What is hire purchase? Hire purchase. EMI basis. Yes, EMI basis. Nothing but installment basis or EMI basis, you can call it as. Okay. Ownership transfers on the payment of first installment or last installment? Last installment. Okay. Okay, I did not cover this too. I will cover this too. Then same external commercial borrowings. Okay, Euro issues is nothing but issuing in another country. Same foreign. Okay, euro issue nothing but you are issuing something in other country, not in that country, particular country. Okay, all this you can find in your book. Okay, each what is share capital, what are the advantages of share capital, what are the disadvantages of equity share capital. Okay, what is preference share capital, what are the advantages of preference share capital, what are the disadvantages of preference share capital. Okay, you can find everything in your book. Okay, just go there, go through the particular heading once. Okay, go through the total matter which is present over here there in your material, and then you will get an overview. Fine. Then what is this short term? What is trade credit? Yes. What? Trade credit. Yes, sale on trade is nothing but sundry creditors or sundry suppliers. Yes. Then you have this accrued expenses, deferred income. What is this accrued expenses? Accrued expenses. Accrued, or I can tell it as outstanding, right? Outstanding. Yes. What are outstanding expenses?
Incurred but not paid.
Yes. Expenses incurred but not paid. Yes. What is this deferred income? What is this deferred income? Deferred income. Income received in advance. In expenses you have this prepaid expenses and you have this outstanding expenses. Yes. In income you have accrued income and then income earned in advance. Income received in advance, income received in advance. Okay, this is received earlier before it is earned. This is also some sort of finance, right?
Yes.
You are getting the money in advance. Okay, then short term loans. Here you have this overdraft, bank overdraft. Then cash credit. Cash credit matlab based on how much stock you hold. Okay, bank will give some 60%, 40%. 60%, 40%. Okay, on that particular stock value. This is called cash credit. Then you can tell it as term loan. Term loan. Okay, if term loan is more than 5 years, then it falls under medium finance. Okay, clear? Then fixed deposits. Yes. Advances received from customers. Advances received from customers. Yes. Short-term provisions. If you have long-term provisions, it falls under this category. What are short-term provisions? What are short-term provisions? It depends on the nature, okay? Nature of the transaction. Say for example, if you create short-term provision for bad debts, okay, and there is only one debtor who is doubtful, you realize later on that debtor is actually gone bankrupt. Okay, and then in the same year itself you are going to write off this particular debtor from this provision. Then it is short term. Yes. Okay, it depends on the nature of transaction. Clear till now? I am left with this part. Yes. Okay, your book also has this factoring, right? Factoring. Can someone look into this part also? Factoring. factoring for fitting, factoring for fitting, you have this also in your sources. Sorry? There's a big factoring and for fitting. For fitting you can find some diagram. Yes? Okay, I'll start with asset securitization first. Okay? I'll start with asset securitization. Also you can call it as debt securitization. Okay? Suppose you are a company. Yes? Look here, okay? Then you have this SPV in between, nothing but agent. Assume this as some agent. Okay? Agent. SPV is the agent. What is SPV? Special purpose vehicle. Okay, special purpose vehicle. This is nothing but an agent. Okay, now what happens? Your company has some debtors. Yes? Yes? Say for example 1 crore. 1 crore. Now the company needs some funds. Okay, but the amount is blocked in the form of debtors. 1 crore. Okay, we have the credit period. Say for example 2 months or 6 months. 6 months, say for example 6 months. Yes? So before 6 months you cannot ask your debtors to pay back. Yes? Yes? So you have to wait for 6 months. No other option. So now what the company can do is that this is this agent. There is this agent. Okay, now the company can sell these receivables. These are receivables. Nothing but some sort of asset. Asset? Yes? Now the company is selling this asset to the SPV. Okay? In return SPV is going to pay some money. Say for example 50 lakhs. Okay? Now what will the SPV do? This is just an agent. It will, based on this asset, it will issue some shares or debentures in the general public, in the general market. Okay, with the general public. Now it will receive these funds. Yes, by issuing the shares. Okay, the job of this SPV is to take the receivables, is to issue shares. Take the receivables, issue shares. Okay, in between it earns some commission. Okay, you are getting my point. Following me? Okay, or you are lost somewhere? No? Following me? Yes. Okay, this is the whole concept of debt securitization. You have these debtors or asset. Your book says this is asset securitization. Yes? This SPV has converted this into securities for raising the funds. Yes? So this whole process is called asset securitization. Clear? 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 Okay, this SPV normally sells this to financial institutions like LIC. Okay? LIC, IDBI. Okay? This is between, this agent is called SPV. Special purpose vehicle. Clear? Okay, then what we have? Factory. Factory. What is factory? Long term or short term? Huh? Long term? So what is factory? Now you have this company again. Yes? we call this as also this is also an agent, agency or consultancy. Okay, agency or consultancy called factor. Okay, this is an organization. Okay, now you have again this receivables. Yes, or nothing but debtors. Yes. Okay, now the company's thing is worried about the bad debts. Okay, out of 1 crore, it is worried that a 10% may not be realized due to bad debts. Okay, so it thought that the company is going to enter into some contract. Okay, contract with this factor. Okay, on my behalf. Okay, the company is telling to factor. Okay, on my behalf, go to the debtors and collect all the receivables. Okay, I'll pay the commission. Okay, so what the factor is going to do? It is going to take all the list of these debtors. Say for example 1000 debtors. Okay, it is going to act like an agent or consultant. Okay, it is going to collect the receivables and then pay it back to the company. Understood? Okay, in returns company pays this commission, but the factor has to bear the loss of bad debts. Okay, the company is not going to bear the loss of these bad debts. Following me? Okay, it depends on the negotiation. I mean the what do you call this? Collecting capability of this factor. Yes, if the factor is efficient enough to collect all the receivables, then it can gain all this commission as income. Okay, there is no bad debt loss. Okay, whatever the income in this factor is going to receive, total amount is income. Yes, so it depends on the efficiency of this factor. Correct? But company is going to enter into this contract. This is called factoring. Clear? Clear? Now, what is left? Forfeiting. 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 What is forfeiting? What is forfeiting? Okay, I am taking an example of an exporter. Who is an exporter? Who is an exporter? Yes, selling goods to the foreign countries. Okay, foreign. What do you call them? Foreign buyer. Yes, foreign buyer. Okay, nothing but foreign buyer is called the importer. Yes, the person who is in India and who is selling the goods to the foreign buyer, he is called exporter. Yes, now he has made the sale. Okay, now the exporter is had to receive this proceeds. I mean the sale proceeds. Okay, say for example 10,000 US dollars. USD. Yes. Yes. Okay. In your book, this diagram is mentioned wrong actually. Here it should be important. Okay. In your book. Okay. Then now the exporter has this receivables outstanding. He is yet to receive this $10,000. Okay. Say for example there is some credit period. Normally it will be more than 6 months because this involves foreign currency. Yes, foreign currency. RBI is involved here. Okay, they call this as capital transaction, and then there are some adjustments to be done. Okay, there is a lot of procedural requirement. Okay, then only you will receive this amount. 10,000 US dollars. Okay. So meanwhile the exporter needs some money, I mean funds in the business. Yes. Following me?
Yes.
Huh? Now what will the exporter do? What will the exporter do? He will ask, he will go to the local bank. Say for example SBI. Say for example SBI. Okay, I have this $10,000 outstanding. Okay, I am yet to receive this payment. Okay, I want the funds right now. Okay, please arrange me these funds. So the bank will give, say for example, $9,980. Okay, $9,980, and the exporter is going to relinquish his right to receive this $10,000. Okay, now what will SBI do? Okay, he will get in contact with this importer. Yes, now SBI has to receive this $10,000. Yes, following? Yes. Now he will ask this importer, okay, give me this, okay, you need to pay after 6 months, but right now give me some bank guarantee. Okay, bank guarantee. What is bank guarantee? What is guarantee? Yes, some sort of security. Yes, suppose if the original party fails to perform some transaction, okay, or some service, then the bank has to pay. Yes. In return, bank will charge some commission. Okay. So what will the importer do? He will go to his local bank. Say for example, Deutsche Bank. Deutsche. Okay, this is a foreign bank. Okay. Importer will go to the Deutsche Bank and ask for bank guarantee. Okay, bank guarantee. Then this foreign bank will give this bank guarantee to SBI. Clear? And then when the importer, I mean after 6 months of time, importer will pay back the money, and then all these transactions get set off. You are getting my point? This is called forfeiting. Clear till now? Any doubts?
Sir, so what is the difference between forfeiting and debt securitizing?
Sorry?
Difference between forfeiting and debt securitizing.
Forfeiting matlab here 2 countries are involved. Okay, here 2 countries are involved normally. In debt securitization, what happens? You are going to sell these receivables, right? In this, I mean in the local country itself. That is the basic difference. All these are okay, nothing but you want to take the funds. These are different ways in which you can acquire these funds. Okay. Then clear till now? Any doubts? Clear till now? Any doubts? Can I move to the next slide? Yes? What is the time now? Okay, 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes. Okay, what are financial markets? What is market? Yes, where buyer and seller gets together. Okay, place where buyer and seller gets together for, I mean, to enter into some transaction. Yes. So what is financial markets? What is financial market? Nothing but some person is in some need of money and some person has some excess money. Yes? Some person needs some money, some person has some excess money. Okay? Nothing but lender or borrower. Yes? Okay, the place where lender and borrower comes together to perform this borrowing function. Yes, he lends the money. In return, he has to pay some interest. Yes, this is nothing but financial market. Clear? Now, what is money market? So, we have two types of financial market: money market and capital market. Okay, money market is the place where short-term funds are raised or given. Okay, capital market is a place where long-term funds are given and expected in return. Returned back, repaid. Okay. Money market, capital market. Clear till now? Clear? Now, okay. First, let's come to this money market. We have this. These are different ways where a company can borrow short-term. For borrowing short-term finance, it has to go to the financial market, and then it can. There are not these six types. Okay, you can have more than these 6 types. Okay, more than 6 types. These are all the 6 options which is available in front of the company. Okay, if you want short-term finance, okay, I have this. The money market has these 6 options. Okay, call money, commercial bill, treasury bill, commercial papers, certificate of deposits, collateralized borrowing and lending obligation. What is call money? Call money market. Sorry? Share market. No. Share market. This is totally different from share market. Call money. You call it as call money.
When a bank takes loan from other banks.
Correct. Good example. This is nothing but for, say for example, one day loan. You might have come across these one day loans. Okay. There is a person, coming in bike. Okay, he'll give you this money and he'll come back on tomorrow again. You have to pay some. Okay, suppose he gives you 1,000 rupees, you have to pay some 1,100 tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, short-term finances. Call money. By telephone call.